Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today our topic is voice, and this is first part of the series. Let's first review the two basic types of verbs. The first type is the transitive verb. A transitive verb requires an object to express a complete thought. It transfers its action on an object. So a sentence that has an object has a transitive verb. The word transitive means to affect something else. The second type is intransitive verb. An intransitive verb does not require an object to communicate a complete thought. Some verbs may be used in both ways. Let's identify the transitive and intransitive verbs in the following sentences. Sentence number 1. I waited for you. Now in this sentence we don't have an object after the verb. Therefore, the verb is intransitive. Sentence number 2. Mother advised me to consult my teacher. Here we have the object me. So, the verb is transitive. Sentence number 3. I received the parcel today. We have the object, the parcel. So, it's a transitive verb. Sentence number 4. After fixing the computer, he left. The verb left does not have any object. So, it is an intransitive verb. Sentence number 5. Uncle has changed a lot since his last visit. The verb has changed does not have an object. So it is an intransitive verb. Number 6. A strange noise kept me awake all night. No object. Intransitive. Number 7. I have submitted my plan. Transitive, because my plan is the object. In the next sentence, the verb is lend. Can you lend me your pencil for a while? The object is your pencil as well as me. Me is the indirect object. So, it is a transitive verb. In the last sentence, it rained fiercely for 15 days. Again, we don't have any object and therefore the verb is intransitive. Now let's review the subjective and objective pronouns. Subjective and objective pronouns are personal pronouns. They take the place of people or things. For example, I, you, me, we, us, they, etc. The personal pronouns have two types, the subject pronouns, also known as subjective pronouns, and the object pronouns, also called objective pronouns. Subject pronouns are those pronouns that are used in the place of a subject of a sentence, and object pronouns are pronouns that are used as objects of the sentence. Let's identify the subject and object pronouns in the following sentences. I gave him the book. I is the subject of the sentence and the book is the direct object. And him is the indirect object. So I is the subject and him is the object pronoun. Number 2. You completed it on time. You is the subject, completed is the verb, and it is the object. So, you is the subject pronoun, and it is the object pronoun. Sentence number 3. She parked it under the tree. Here, she is the subject, parked is the verb, and it is the object. Under the tree is a prepositional phrase. So, she is the subject pronoun, and it is the object pronoun. Sentence number 4. He booked them a room. He is the subject, them is the indirect object, and a room is the direct object. So, he is the object subject pronoun and them is the object pronoun. Sentence number 5. They informed them. They is the subject, informed is the verb, and them is the object. So, they is the subject pronoun and them is the object pronoun. Sentence number 6. It is raining cats and dogs. It is the subject pronoun and there is no object pronoun in this sentence. Sentence number 7. They gifted me a machine. They is the subject, gifted is the verb, me is the indirect object, and a machine is the direct object. So in this sentence, they is the subject pronoun and me is the object pronoun. Sentence number 8. We distributed them yesterday. We is the subject and them is the object pronoun and distributed is the verb. Here is the list of subject pronouns and object pronouns. So I is the subject pronoun and me is the object pronoun. You remains the same whether it is used as a subject of a sentence or an object of a sentence. He becomes him as object, she is the subject pronoun, and her is the object pronoun. It remains the same. We is the subject pronoun, us is the object pronoun. You remains the same whether it's used as a singular pronoun or a plural. They becomes them as an object. Now let's look at the voice of present indefinite tense. This sentence is an active voice sentence. Ahmed bakes a cake. In an active sentence, the subject is the doer. So who is baking the cake? Ahmed is baking the cake. So Ahmed is the doer. And the object is the receiver of the action. Bakes is the verb and it's a transitive verb because it has an object. Let's look at its passive form. A cake is baked by Ahmed. In a passive sentence, the subject is the receiver of the action. So what was baked? The cake was baked. And who baked it? Ahmed. So Ahmed is the doer. The doer in passive sentences becomes part of the phrase beginning with by. And the verb in the passive voice has an auxiliary plus the third form of the verb. The auxiliary for the present indefinite tense can be is or are depending on the subject. A cake is singular, therefore we have used is. If it would have been plural, we would have used are. Now let's change the voice of the following sentences. She catches the ball. He eats an apple. It sleeps in the basket. They throw stones. We recite Quran daily. I wash the car. Now pause the video here and change all of these sentences to the passive form. The ball is caught by her. An apple is eaten by him. Here the passive is not possible because there is no object in the sentence. Therefore, the verb sleeps has been used as an intransitive verb. They throw stones becomes stones are thrown by them. We recite Quran daily. Quran is recited by us daily. I wash the car is washed by me. That's all for today. Jazakallah. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.